Hi everyone, my name is Luís, and today we're working with Mintbase Starter project to help you create your own minter. Okay, so as a starting point, you need to go to Mintbase on GitHub and find Create Mintbase app, which is the starting point to your application. And here you'll find many different things already set up for you, so you don't have to worry about set up your wallet, set up Ashura. That I'll get back to that later on. So yeah, this is a pretty good starting point. Let's fork this. Okay, fork is under work. Just wait a second. And all right, so we have already have the repo forked. We'll copy this and we'll just pull it. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're cloning. And here we go. So this is your starting point. And here you might want, let me check the version. So all right, I will need to go into folder and let's just install the application. Couple of warnings here, no worries about this. Okay, it's done. We're ready to rock on. Today's goal is to create your own minter. And in order to do that, you need to have a smart contract, an NFT smart contract that will be used to mint your tokens. And for that, you need to go to testnet.mintbase.io that I already have here. And this is just play money. You don't have to worry about spending any money. It's all a test. And what we're going to do is we're going to deploy a new store or a new smart contract that you'll be using with your application to mint your tokens. So for our store name, we can just place MetaBUIDL workshop maybe. Oh, okay. So maybe, yeah, MetaBUIDL workshop. And for our symbol, let's just do this. Oh, make it right. Okay, we can even do MetaBUIDL all lowercase. And yeah, for this you need to go to testnet.mintbase.io/deploy. And now we're deploying the store. Okay, this is interesting and might need to explain. The 7 NEAR are not only for the transaction fee. Some of it will go to the transaction fee, but other will be used to add padding for the storage on your contract. So every single time you add data to your contract, it needs to pay some. You need to stake some NEAR for the storage, and this is what this is for. And you'll see in the transaction in a bit. So we're transacting, transferring. Okay, the transaction was successful. It shows MetaBUIDL Workshops, the store. Then I'm going to copy this transaction, and I'll be showing you the Explorer so you understand what I'm talking about. If you paste here the transaction hash, you'll see that this was the transaction in which I deployed a store. I created a store at Mintbase. Here's the information. And you'll see that some of it was for the transaction, and some was just a deposit. So if we go to the address, which is also on your URL, MetaBUIDLWorkshop.mintspace2, which is Mintbase factory, if you copy this and you paste it here, you'll see that there's some still some balance here, and it used 600,000 bytes, which yeah, I think 100 kilobytes is equivalent to 1 year in storage. So yeah, you can make the calculations. Okay, now we have a store. This is good, it's empty. And we'll try to create an application that mints tokens that will pop up here on this store. Okay, now we're back to our project. And in order to create a minter, and since this is an Next.js project, you might need to learn more a bit about it. It's pretty simple, but yeah, if you need some more instructions, you might need to search Next.js, which is a pretty good framework for React applications. But in order to create a new page on your project, you might need to go into the pages folder and let's call it minter.tsx. And for this page, we want to make it real simple. So let's start it like this. Maybe I'll just make it a bit bigger here. And we want to place something in here, so let's return just a div for now, and we'll make it better. And we will export default minter. Yeah, that's good. Notice that I'm also using GitHub Copilot, but it works pretty well with React components. So this is our application so far. Super simple. And we will try and run it yarn dev. Okay, cool. Since this is already a starter application that already has some things, but we'll go into /minter. So okay, interesting. There's something here. It was compiled. Should be this. I'll just put something here so we can try and see if it's interesting. Is it not compiling? Okay, so you can see that our application is already rendering in this page. And yes, we want to make a component here, and we'll go back to that soon. But before we go any further, I also recommend you to create your .env file in which you'll place two variables here. And the first one is, and I'll start writing it down, next public, I don't have a next public Mintbase JS API key. And the other one is next Mintbase JS network. And these are pretty important for you because it's essentially, yeah, how you instruct your application on the build time. So in production, you might want to add mainnet here, but since we're just creating a testnet application and testing, and yeah, we're developing, so I think testnet might be the one you want to place here. And for this one, you can go back to Mintbase and hit this button here that says resources. Then you go down to developers. No, sorry. You go to your profile after you log in with your account here, and you go to developer. And here you can copy your API key. So this is the one that you'll be using for your own applications. And we will paste it here, hit it. Let's run again the project. And yeah, so we'll start creating our minter. Other cool thing that you might want to look up for is this page, developers, that has some information about like all the tools and everything we have at Mintbase for you to play around with. We have our graph endpoint here and some other stuff. You can also find documentation. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us, but Yeah, if you want to explore on your own, then definitely go in here and explore what we have on the documentation. Okay, back to building. So I think we want to create a new component, let's call it form, and place everything in there. And our new component will have a few things. So we're using React Hook Form, which is a library. You could use whatever you want, but in order to make it this very simple, and since it's already in the starter project, I think you want to use React Hook Form. So React Hook Form is as it says, like it's a React library for forms. So we will create our form. For now, it doesn't take any props, and we will just create the form. And then in here, we might want to, read the wallet state from the context, from our store, and we can do like this: use wallet from, and I think we need to go back to, where is it? I think it's in services and providers and Mintbase wallet context. And then if you want to get some wallet information, and this might be useful for understanding if your user is connected or is it not. So we have wallet, we have is connected, and we also have the details from the connected wallet. So, and now we will just again make a simple div here. Yeah, simple div for now. Let's just maybe console log is connected, and open our console, and we see that our user is not connected. So our user is not connected. That's cool. We have some information. We can inspect wallet, we can inspect details, but we'll do that further on. So another cool component we have in this project is the Nav Bar. And the Nav Bar, wait, it's not a Nav Bar, it's the header. Yeah, the header already has, as you see, it's already using the wallet hook and has a button that allows users to connect and disconnect. So you could get the idea by just reading the code, and I will just import this to our app or to our page. So we'll do it like this, and here we will create a new div that will have, we don't need a div, we can just do this and have a header. Maybe the header goes first, and this should show a little header here, and the connect button. And this is, I think, the first thing you might want to add to your application. You don't need to build it yourself. You can just read how we're doing here, or even like use this and customize the way you want this header, because the button's already configured here. So it's a very nice starting point for you to start like building the minter and not focusing on creating a wallet connection. But we will connect our wallet, so you see this working. We'll connect with Luís, my testnet wallet, and nice, I'm connected. As you can see, Luís, disconnect button, and yeah, let's go back on to building. For this component, we're using for this project, we're using Tailwind. You might want to investigate a bit Tailwind, but it's a very nice CSS framework. And yeah, you can check it out. You can check out the documentation. There's a lot of very detailed documents here on how to use Tailwind, how to configure Tailwind, all the classes, and yeah, it's pretty neat. but we're focusing on just using it. So with full, this means with 100%. Yeah, I'm not going into the details of Tailwind, but you can get the idea. So now we want to create, so for our minter, I think we want to add a, let's say, a title, description, and we also want to add a image, like a file input, so people can add their images. So I think this is like the simple NFT. So we will create a very simple minter with title, description, and image input. Okay, so here we'll do form, and yeah, for the class name, let's think. So this is background white. We will have rounded edges, and I think for now this is good. I don't even need the background white, but we'll keep it like this. And for our form, we will have three containers or three divs that will contain our input fields and some other information about input. So we'll create three divs here. And for the first div, we will do, not sure what classes we want for now, but let's think maybe okay, maybe we do it like this and just do label. I think that's how the other minter was made. So for this label, we want last name and make a block text gray. So here's text some and font bold and give it some margin on the bottom. So this is our label, this is the title, and here we want title. And then, yeah, nice. So input. GitHub Copilot just knows exactly what I want. Whoa, look at this. I don't even know if I want all this. But actually, I think this is not wrong. So we'll keep it. Thank you, Copilot. Copilot is very nice to me. And we'll check out how's it looking now. Okay, not bad. This is our title. This is our input. Maybe some margin right here. Maybe we want to add something in here that should, or maybe on the form, we want some padding on form. I think that's what we want. So we want some padding in the axis. And what we're going to do, like 4 maybe, I don't know, let's try it out, 4, doesn't look bad. And maybe we want to, yeah, we'll just keep it like this for now. So we're basically just creating our UI. We can take out this for now, I think, and adding 3 more that will show up as titles. Okay, not bad. Maybe we want some margin in here, so we will be copying this and just make it margin bottom, maybe 2, maybe 4. Looks super. Maybe 4. Okay, not bad. So we have title, and we have title. So now we're going to change this from title to description, and let's make this the description. And I think this is good. We actually won't need this one. We need 2 text inputs. So now we want to use somehow the the form, the use form, the form hook. And wow, this GitHub Copilot is doing pretty well. I don't even need to code anymore. So I think this is form state. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so now for each of these input fields, like these two, description and title, we want to register this on our field, or sorry, on our form. And what we'll do is we'll use this. And for our title, we will be stating that this is required. And we're registering this input as with an ID title, and we're registering the description as description, and it's also required for our NFT. So basically what we're creating, you can still see it, but yeah, it's okay. And our form also needs a submit button, or submit input, and this is how you do it. Very simple. Let's just create mint. Okay, and we might want to add some classes here. Okay, and for our classes, let's just make it black and also rounded. Okay, and we'll make it like with full, and maybe text white, so the text should be like cool. And now let's add some padding too. So maybe 2. And this is our button for minting. We'll also want to add cursor pointer. All right, so it's starting to look something like a NFT minter. Nice. Okay, so now we'll want to add another thing for our cover image, and this one will be slightly a bit more difficult than the others, but okay. So for this, we'll also add our label, like the same way we're doing with every single one. So cover image. Okay, and now we need some input, right? So instead of text, should be file, placeholder, no placeholder. Okay, looks interesting. I think this is the one. And now the way we're going to do this is register this one, require it, and we'll register it as a cover image, maybe. And I think this is our form, to be honest. So let's try and mint. Oh, it should not work like this. Okay, yeah, because gotcha. Okay, so now our form is done, and we will need something to handle our submission. So, oh wow, GitHub Copilot, crazy. So for our submission, what we're doing is data any maybe, and what we're doing is, okay, so on submit, we're doing we're using handle submit from React to form. That will take our handler, you can call it on submit, and then we will just log the data. Okay, this is not bad. Let me try and add something here. Okay. Yeah, let's log our data object. So we'll add something. Oops. We'll add something here, and we will maybe add some images. Okay, maybe this one, sure. Nice. So you see our description, our title, and you see our file. So the file we just added to this input. Okay, this is cool. Now, in order to create our NFT, we need to do a couple of things. So the first one we might want to do is we might want to upload a file, right? And in order to do this, Mintbase already has this pretty cool service that allows you to upload data on Arweave, being the metadata file, or even like your images, your videos, your music, your 3D models, whatever you really want to upload. It's possible to do it with Mintbase.js. That, by the way, is already configured and on this starter project. But I would suggest you to just go on GitHub and try and search Mintbase.js. Oops, Mintbase.js. And on Mintbase.js, you'll be able to find the documentation. It's auto-generated from the types, but it's already pretty good for you to investigate whatever we're doing here. And also the code is open source, so yeah, just jump in and see if you need something else from the library that we're not explaining here in this video, be sure to check it out. So for our minting, what we're doing is, and yeah, so Mintbase.js, as I said, like Mintbase.js is already set up here, and it's available through wallet, right? So if your user is connected, and we should be doing something like, oh, if the user is connected, or I mean, if the user is not connected, then just fail. Don't do anything else. Maybe throw an error, do something here. But if it is connected, I mean, you can just simply use wallet.minter, which is a class. Nice. From Mintbase.js, and I'm going to show you very quickly here on the minter. And I mean, I don't want to show you the code. I want to show you what is the minter. Is the minter here? Yes. So the minter exposes a couple of things. Set field, set metadata, upload, and upload field. So these ones, that set field and set up and upload field, means that you're constructing this metadata object, and if you're not aware what this means, you can just go check some random NFT on Mintbase, and you'll be able to see what I mean. So this is the metadata file. Every single NFT has this one, and it basically points you to where is the media file. So where is the image of this NFT? And you can see it's here, the image. But this metadata file just serves the purpose of directing or pointing to resources external to the blockchain, right? So yeah. So what I mean is, on the minter, on Mintbase.js, when you upload a field, you basically just basically just give this file. It uploads, generates this hash that points to the file on some decentralized file storage, and then places this into your metadata object that then needs to be uploaded to create the NFT. But yeah, we'll get back to that. I think explaining with code is much easier. So wallet.minter.upload field, which means which is exactly what I just meant by my explanation. And we will want to import some types. The metadata field, oh wow, auto completion is amazing. And yeah, you can see on upload field if you hover it, you see filled metadata field. This means that you want to upload media, which is the cover image, and you have all the possible things. You can even add more or even use extra, but these are the ones we support on Mintbase UI. So if you're willing to mint an NFT that you want to show on your Mintbase store or like adhere to the standard, yeah, you should be using these types. So media, and then some image here. We don't know where the image is yet, so we will need to do some more work here. But I think okay, so this should be the cover image, and we'll get back to this. Okay, const cover image. This doesn't really work, but yeah, we'll get back to that. And the upload field returns a boolean, actually. Interesting. Let it return. Oh yeah. So yeah, returns the response data, which is composed of data and error. Yeah. And upload data is a boolean, and this is upload error. Okay, we might want to turn this into an asynchronous function. Data does not exist. That's funny. This should be working. Okay. Data. Okay, we'll get back to this. Okay, I think we might upload response. We want to rename this as upload response and this as upload error. Okay. So we might want to, if it doesn't have a wallet, it should also not allow it to go any further. Okay, this is not bad, but we need to find a way to get the file, and I think that is, okay, we'll do this and console log. Let's just log our data object. And I think we can even data.cover image. And I think that's okay. So this is our cover image. We want to get, all right. So our cover image is data, and this should be enough to upload the file. I'm not sure what this is erroring here. Oh, okay, they're unused. Okay, that's cool. All right, so we just created the upload field call, and now what we want to do is, okay, if there's an error, maybe you want to throw an error, maybe you want to log, maybe you want to do this and just give us whatever error you got, show the user, throw in a console, but you also want to set the rest of the metadata, like the title and description, to the metadata object. And in order to do that, you need to do wallet.minter.set metadata. Oops, set metadata. and this takes an object. So it won't override what you already have on metadata, which is the cover image hash and the hash and the URL. But we'll add this also to the metadata object, unless you use this one extra argument that overrides everything and just sets whatever you want here. That we don't want. So we just want to add title here. Maybe we just take it from data directly, and description as well. This is cool. We might not have wallet, so let's do it like this. And we also might not have the minter. Okay. And then we have the metadata. We have everything already set up. So before we call the contract, we will do a log here and show whatever is on the metadata. And let's say, are we able to read current mint? Yeah, it should be the current mint. Maybe this needs a rename. Current mint doesn't really give us much, but it does actually. So we're creating a mint, an NFT, and this should be the object we're just creating. All right, so let's mint. I believe this is sending something. Yeah, right. It's using Mintbase service to upload on our Weave. As you can see, it will take a bit, but once it's done, it should show our. All right, so as you can see, this is the object we just created. Created title, description, media, and a media hash. So you can go directly to this URL, and you'll see that we've just uploaded this image. Yep, pretty cool. Okay, so what's missing now? We have metadata, so we just need to mint the NFT on the smart contract that will create it on the blockchain, and I think we're done. So let's go. Wallet.mint should be the method you want to use, and for this, if you hover it, you see that it takes the amount, so the number of NFTs you want to create, this the same the number of tokens you want to create of this NFT. Then the contract name should be the store name, the one you've just created on Mintbase testnet, and then royalties and splits. That are the financial rules embedded into your NFT. So whenever you sell your NFT in the marketplace, royalties should go should work forever. So all the addresses that are set in royalties would always get some percentage of the sale, and splits are cleared after every single sale. So let's say you list something in a market and you just split the sale with someone else. Then on the first sale, both of you will get whatever you've just set it, whatever you've just set. But then after the sale, the new owner gets to choose whoever wants to split the sale if they want to sell it sometime in the future. And then this category is pretty cool because it's embedded in a blockchain. It's stored on a contract, sorry. And then it's pretty useful if you want to find some tokens of the same kind. If you're creating some let's say photography and you want to be included. Also on Mintbase, you can see that we include every single thing under these categories. So you can see, for example, photography that I just said. Yeah, this just pulls all the photographies that were created with this category. Okay, so we just want to, let's say for now, we just mint one. We don't want to confuse. We don't want to add an extra field on our form. We just really want to mint one token, and that's what we're going to do. Then we want to select the store, and for now we're just going to hard code this, and we're going to take our address from, where is it? MetaBUIDL workshop. So this is the address you want. MetaBUIDL workshop.mintspace2.testnet. Sounds correct. And then we want nothing else. Maybe for now we'll just do undefined undefined, and this, yeah, so this NFT won't have any royalties and any splits. And then we can just create a new category for this called MetaBUIDL. And I think oh, maybe we'll do this. If okay, we don't need that. I don't like this error here. Let me just remove this error from this here. Okay, cool. And upload response. Upload response. So if not upload response, this one. Okay, did upload. That's a better. Did upload. If did not upload or errored, then why is this still? It's kind of weird. It's erroring here. It's not okay, but anyways. So this should conclude our minter. So let's take a look and see how it looks. Refresh the page. Okay, so I'm connected as Luís F. I will first NFT for MetaBUIDL, and I will call it, this is the description. This is a nice description, and this should be just MetaBUIDL #1. And we need to select a new image. So, okay, this doesn't look too bad. And let's mint it. So we're not showing any transition here. We're not showing a spinner. Maybe you could add that to your application. This is a very simple application. But as you can see, now we're signing a transaction. And it's pretty useful to check out more information whenever you're creating an NFT. And take a look at this. This is the reference. So it might be important for you to check out Arweave before you hit submit. So you can see that our NFT has media, which should point to the right image. All right, this is it. And also the media hash, the title, and the description. So it looks like the mint is perfect. Where is it? It's here. And if I hit allow, then I'm going to mint a token, and it should show up on my Mintbase store. All right, I just did it. Let me come here, refresh. Oh, I didn't need to refresh. It was already there. So as you can see, my mint is here. I was able to create a form and mint a token programmatically. Not programmatically, but show you how to programmatically create a form that creates NFTs. That's the correct way to put it. So yeah, you can check it out, you can open it, and we don't have any financial information here, any royalties, anything. It's not listed in market, but you can transfer it, or you can even sell it. So let's try and sell this, and I can show you something nice. You can create a rolling auction of this one NFT. And takes a bit, but once it's done, should be in a marketplace. So let's see the list in a marketplace. And where is it? Oh, it's a rolling auction. So yeah, you need to click here, and you see there's just one, and you could offer. I cannot offer because I'm the owner, but anyone else could come in and offer something for this NFT. Hope you enjoyed this workshop. If you want to reach back out to me or anyone at Mintbase, you can find us on Telegram, you can find us on Twitter. If you want to reach back out to me, you can find me on Twitter with the handle microcheatgnu. It's also the same one on Telegram and Discord. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you have any ideas, and if you want to build on top of this great infrastructure, just reach back out to us. See ya.